You know how it is with travel stories, right? Some of them are just a blur of names and places. They kind of go in one ear and out the other. But then there are the other ones, the ones that stick with you, the ones that make you feel the sun on your skin and practically smell the food. So what's the difference? Well, today we're going to take one of those unforgettable stories, put it under the microscope, and basically reverse engineer its magic. What we're going to find is a powerful formula you can use for any story you tell. I mean, this is the real challenge, isn't it? How do you go from just listing the things you saw to capturing the actual soul of a place? To make someone feel like they were right there with you. To figure that out, we're going to use this absolutely brilliant description of a town in Vietnam as our case study. All right, part one, setting the scene. So every great story has to start somewhere, right? It needs a solid foundation to build on. Let's take a look at how our storyteller establishes the where. So check out the first move here. It's not just, a town in Vietnam. It's specifically Ho An Ancient Town. And bam, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. These are anchors of credibility. By starting with real, verifiable facts, the storyteller earns our trust right off the bat and signals to us, hey, pay attention. This place is important. And then you get this. This is the power of being specific. Instead of some vague adjective like it was nice or it was interesting, we get a concrete detail, a blend of Vietnamese, Chinese, and Japanese styles. In just 3 words, we get this incredibly rich picture of the town's entire history as a cultural crossroads. It's so efficient and so effective. Okay, on to part 2, a journey through senses. Now that we know where we are, the story has to show us what actually happened. This part is all about action and experience. The key here? It's all about the verbs. Just listen to the language. Wandering, exploring, tasting, taking. These are all action words. This isn't a static postcard we're looking at. It's a dynamic journey. This kind of active language pulls us out of our seats and puts us right there on the street, walking alongside the narrator. And then, boom, right after all that action, the narrator zooms in on the feeling. That moment was truly magical. This is the emotional anchor of the story. It's the pivot point that takes a simple list of activities and transforms it into a truly meaningful experience. It's the heart of the whole thing. And that brings us to part 3, finding the deeper meaning. Now, this next step is what separates a pretty good story from a truly great one. We know the where and the what, but now we get to the most important part, the why. Why did this experience actually matter? So here's the critical leap. The storyteller makes it crystal clear that the visual beauty, yeah, that was just the surface. The real magic, the deeper meaning of the trip, was the feeling of being transported back in time. This is that crucial shift from just observing something to actually interpreting it. But just having a feeling isn't quite enough, right? A great storyteller always shows their work. They prove it to you. Why did it feel like traveling back in time? Well, because of these specific details. The town kept its character, the local people were incredibly friendly, and you could feel their pride in tradition. This is the evidence that makes the emotional claim not just powerful, but completely believable. And here's the final bow that ties it all together. This one single phrase, a perfect blend of history, culture, and hospitality. It's like the thesis statement for the entire experience. It's the ultimate why, all wrapped up. So part 4, your storytelling blueprint. We've taken this wonderful story apart piece by piece, so now let's put it back together as a simple, powerful formula you can use for, well, pretty much anything. And there you have it, the where, the what, and the why. First, you ground your audience in reality with the facts. Then, you take them on the journey with you, describing the actions. And finally, you hit them with the meaning, the deeper emotional impact. It's a simple, powerful structure that can turn any experience, from a vacation to a project at work, into a story that really connects. So, I want you to think about a memory that's really stuck with you. A place, a person, maybe just a moment. You probably know the where and the what already, but take a second and think about it. What's the why? Why does it still matter to you? Because when you find that, you haven't just found a good story. You've found what makes your experiences uniquely yours.